My friends, settle into the silence. Feel how the very breath of the world is changing. The 11th of October is approaching, a day marked in the cosmic chronicles not with ink, but with pure light. This is not just another date on the calendar you'll turn over and forget. It is a portal, a focal point where the veil between worlds thins to the transparency of silk. The air itself is already beginning to vibrate differently, becoming denser, saturated with unspoken truths and ancient whispers. You might feel it as a slight dizziness, a sudden chill on a warm day, or a growing sense of anticipation, as if your soul is remembering an appointment made long before you were born. The universe is preparing to speak, not in words you can hear, but in revelations that can only be experienced with your entire being. This isn't an event you can watch from the sidelines. It is a total immersion, an initiation, after which your perception of reality can never be the same. Listen to the silence between your thoughts. It is there that the overture to this grand symphony of change is already playing. This transformation is not tied to the movement of planets that astronomers can calculate, nor to physical phenomena that instruments can record. This event is happening on a more subtle, energetic level within the very fabric of space-time. Imagine our reality as a vast multi-dimensional crystal, with each facet reflecting a specific frequency of being. On the 11th of October, the consciousness of humanity, like a beam of light, will pass through a unique, previously hidden facet of this cosmic crystal. This will allow you, for a moment, to see what lies beyond the familiar three-dimensional world. This is not magic or fantasy. These are the laws of a higher spiritual physics coming into effect. The key to understanding what is coming is not found in books or teachings. It is hidden within your own heart, in your ability to feel and trust your intuition. What is coming is not just a day of revelations, but a day of total recognition, of recognizing yourself in the reflection of the universe and the universe within yourself. Old paradigms are collapsing, not from external pressure, but because you are outgrowing them from within. The number 11 is a sacred code, a key to the portal. Look at it, two ones, two pillars standing side by side, like guardians at the gates to another dimension. It is a symbol of intuition, enlightenment, and the transition to a new level of consciousness. The number 2, contained within it, speaks of partnership, a partnership between your human self and your higher divine essence. And the preceding number 10, which marks the month of October, is a symbol of completion. All lessons have been learned, all cycles closed, all debts paid. The old world, with its struggle, suffering, and limitations, has reached its logical end, so that you can shed its shackles like a snake sheds its old skin. October 11th is not just a date, it is a precisely calibrated cosmic moment when you are invited to step through the gates of duality into a reality of unity. It is an invitation to stop choosing between light and dark, good and evil, and to realize that you are the very space in which they both perform their eternal dance of creation. The first secret that will be revealed to you with stunning clarity is the illusion of separation. The wall your mind has built between you and the rest of the world will crumble to dust. This is not just a beautiful philosophical idea, it will become your direct, physical experience. You will look at your hands and suddenly realize that the atoms they are made of were once part of distant stars. You will hear a bird singing outside your window and understand that its joy and your joy share the same source. You will feel the pain of the planet as your own. The invisible threads of light that connect all living things into a single breathing organism will become visible to you. You will realize that you are not an isolated unit, but a vital cell in the body of the cosmos. And your every feeling, every thought echoes in all corners of creation. Loneliness, that great scourge of humanity, will dissolve without a trace, because it is impossible to feel alone when you feel you are everything. This revelation will change all of your relationships, with yourself, with others, and with the world. This new way of sensing the world will manifest through the language of synchronicity, which will become as natural to you as breathing. A randomly opened page in a book, a phrase spoken by a passerby, a sudden image that appears in your memory, all of this will cease to be a chaos of coincidences and will become a living, meaningful dialogue with the universe. You will ask a question in your soul and receive an answer in the pattern of the clouds or in the lyrics of a song on the radio. Your intuition will become razor sharp. You will know what to say to someone before they even ask the question. You will feel the approach of important events as a change in the density of the air around you. These are not mystical superpowers available only to a select few. This is your natural state, your innate guidance system awakening after a long slumber. The world will no longer be a hostile or indifferent place. It will become your wise mentor, your loving partner in the dance of life, constantly communicating with you, guiding and supporting you. However, be prepared that this merging with the world will bring not only the ecstasy of unity, but also profound challenges. When the walls that protected your ego crumble, you become vulnerable. You will begin to feel not only the joy, but also the pain of all living things with incredible intensity. The sorrow of a stranger on the street may pierce your heart. The suffering of a clear-cut forest may bring you to tears. In that moment, a deafening fear may arise, the fear of dissolving, of losing your individuality, of drowning in this boundless ocean of collective feelings. You will want to build the walls back up, to close off, to hide in your familiar shell. But it is precisely in moving through this fear that the greatest gift lies. You will not lose yourself. You will find your true self. You will understand that your strength lies not in isolation, but in your ability to be an open channel for universal love and compassion. Freedom comes not from protecting yourself from the world, but from fully embracing it in your heart, with all its pain and all its beauty. The next layer of reality that will undergo a total reevaluation is time. You are used to perceiving it as a straight line, flowing relentlessly from the past into the future. But on October 11th, you will gain access to its true, crystalline nature. You will realize that all moments, past, present, and future, exist simultaneously, like an infinite number of facets on a shining crystal of eternity. The veil between your now and other points on your timeline will become almost transparent. You might be flooded with vivid, lifelike memories of events that never happened in this life. These are echoes of your experiences in other incarnations. Or you might experience sudden flashes of insight about your future that feel not like guesses, but like established facts. This is not your imagination at play. This is your soul, freed from the shackles of linearity, touching different aspects of its eternal journey, reassembling its own wholeness. This new perception of time will free you from the two main tyrants of human consciousness, regret about the past and anxiety about the future. You will suddenly understand that there is no point in carrying the weight of old mistakes, because in any now moment you can change their vibration by sending love and acceptance into the past. You will realize that there is no reason to fear the future, because it is not a predetermined route, but an infinite field of probabilities that you create with your state of being in the present. The past will cease to be your sentence, and the future will cease to be a source of fear. All you will have is one thing, the eternal, deep, pulsating now. You will understand that this is the only point where real life exists, where real change is possible, and where the full power of the universe is hidden. You will stop chasing time or running from it. You will become time itself, its calm and wise center. The key to navigating this new non-linear reality is the art of the deep pause. Your mind, accustomed to constantly jumping from memory to plan, is the main guard keeping you in the prison of linear time. On October 11th, give yourself the greatest luxury, a few moments of absolute silence. Don't try to perform complex meditation techniques or repeat mantras. Just be. Sit in silence and begin to observe the pause between your thoughts. Feel the brief moment of stillness between the end of your exhale and the beginning of a new inhale. It is in this sacred zero space, this fertile void, that time collapses into a single point and the portal to eternity opens. You cease to be a small person struggling with circumstances and become boundless consciousness, calmly observing the eternal dance of life. In this silence, you will hear the answers to all your questions, because in it, you can hear the voice of your own soul. For centuries, humanity has praised intellect, logic, and rational analysis. But the main secret that will be revealed to you on October 11th is that your primary organ for perceiving reality is not your brain, but your heart. On this day, the streams of cosmic energy will be tuned specifically to the frequency of the heart chakra. They will not knock on the door of your mind, demanding proof and explanation. They will surge into your life like a stream of fresh air, directly through your heart, speaking the language of feelings, intuition, and sudden insights. You will simply begin to know without a shadow of a doubt which choice to make, which word to say, which path to take. This will be a knowing that comes not from accumulated experience, but from the very core of your being, from your direct connection to the universal mind. Trusting this inner voice will become your primary compass in the new reality, and it will never lead you astray. This activation of the heart's intelligence will feel like waking from a long, deep sleep. Imagine that for your entire life, you have been looking at the world through the narrow keyhole of your ego. And then, on October 11th, that door is thrown wide open with a bang. The energy field of your heart, which has the shape of a perfect torus, will begin to vibrate with unprecedented strength and clarity. It will transform into a powerful receiver and transmitter of subtle energies and information. You will begin to see not just the physical shells of people, but the light of their souls. You will feel the true message behind their spoken words. The energy of places, homes, forests, cities will become an open book to you. This is the clairsentience that ancient mystics whispered about. It is not born in the head as a mental construct, but blossoms in the very center of your chest, like a fiery flower of truth that burns away all illusions. Such a powerful transformation cannot help but affect your physical body. Be prepared for unusual sensations. You might feel intense warmth or even heat in your chest area, as if a small sun has been ignited there. Or perhaps a light, pleasant vibration, as if your heart is purring with pleasure. Do not be surprised if you are suddenly overcome with tears for no apparent reason. These are not tears of sadness. This is your heart performing a great cleansing, washing away years of old resentments, disappointments, and pain. Some may experience a feeling of lightness, almost weightlessness, as if gravity has loosened its grip. Do not be afraid of these manifestations. Your body is a wise instrument, and it is simply calibrating itself, tuning to a new, higher frequency of vibration. This is a process of purification and adaptation of your physical vessel for life in a reality ruled not by fear, but by unconditional love. And now we come to the secret that is both the most difficult to accept and the most liberating. The universe you see around you is not an objective reality separate from you. It is your perfect, flawless, instantly responsive mirror. On October 11th, this principle will become not a philosophical concept, but an obvious fact. You will see with crystal clarity how your deep, unconscious fears manifest in your life as obstacles, illnesses, and conflicts. and how your brightest, most sincere dreams, born from the soul, blossom around you into gardens of amazing opportunities and encounters. The world doesn't just happen to you. The world continuously and unfailingly responds to you. Every event, from the global to the most insignificant, is merely a reflection of some part of your inner landscape, which the universe lovingly illuminates for you, inviting you to heal and grow. This revelation will put an end to the victim mentality forever. It will no longer be possible to blame the government, the economy, your parents, or a cruel fate for your troubles. The understanding will come that the source of everything that happens is within. But with this total responsibility, you will also gain total divine freedom. For if the world is just a reflection, then to change it, you don't need to fight the reflection. You need to change the one looking in the mirror. You will realize that you are not a splinter in the ocean of life, but the ocean itself, creating its own waves. You are the artist painting the canvas of your reality with every brushstroke of your mood, with every color of your thought. All the power you have been so desperately seeking in the outside world, in money, status, relationships, has always been and always will be inside you. The universe has simply been waiting patiently for the moment you were ready to accept this gift and use it. When the energies of October 11th reach their peak, the culmination will occur, something that can only be called the Great Awakening of Consciousness. This will not be a bright flash in the sky that cameras will capture. It will be the quietest and most profound revolution, one that will take place in the heart of everyone who is internally ready. For one elusive moment, perhaps in the pause between two heartbeats, the veil of illusion will fall, and you will see the world as it truly is. Not as a collection of solid, separate objects, but as a single, living, vibrating ocean of energy, shimmering with all the colors of the rainbow. You will see the golden threads of light connecting you to all that is. You will feel the inexpressible harmony that underlies the apparent chaos. You will hear the silent music of creation, the song that every particle of the universe is singing. In this sacred moment, all the boundaries and divisions created by the mind will disappear. The concepts of I and other, mine and yours, inside and outside will dissolve. You will experience an indescribable feeling of returning home to your true state of oneness with everything. You will realize with absolute, undeniable certainty that the fundamental force underlying the entire universe is not chance or a struggle for survival, but a boundless, all-pervading, intelligent, and infinitely loving energy. And this love is not just a sentimental feeling. It is the very fabric from which reality is woven. This is the greatest secret of all. You are not just loved by this force. You are this force. You are this love, which, for the duration of its earthly journey, chose to experience separation only to then joyfully remember its true nature. And then, the peak moment will pass. The vibrations will begin to settle, the dazzling colors will fade, and the world will seemingly return to its familiar, ordinary state. You will once again feel the boundaries of your body, hear the usual sounds of the street, and it may seem that it was all just a beautiful dream, a figment of your imagination. And herein lies the final, most subtle and important secret of this day. The cosmic event of October 11th was not the final destination, but the point of activation. It gave you nothing you didn't already have. It merely turned on the light in the rooms of your consciousness that were shrouded in darkness. It didn't change the world. It changed you, giving you new eyes to see true reality. The portal that opened on this day did not slam shut. It simply moved from the outer cosmos into your inner cosmos, becoming an inseparable part of your being. The secrets the universe whispered to you were not a one-time revelation, but seeds planted in the fertile soil of your soul. And now, your main task and most exciting adventure is to nurture these seeds, to learn to live with this inner portal, to peer into its depths every day, to learn to apply your new tools of perception in your daily life. The Great Awakening is not over. It has only just begun. And now, you are not just a spectator in the theater of life. You are the main character, the scriptwriter, and the director of your new amazing reality, where every moment is filled with magic, meaning, and the limitless potential of creation. The journey is just beginning.